Tucked away in the valley of Los Angeles, 42 miles northwest of Disneyland, sits a tiki bar with a 78-drink challenge called the Grog Log. Drink all 78 drinks within 1 year, and you get a plaque with your name on the wall. Let's join two thirsty friends for a little My Time as they embark on a drunken journey through the log and talk about dumb shit like theme parks, drinking, and drinking at theme parks.
Welcome to My Time. I'm Corie, and I'm here with my best buddy, Dave.
Hi.
How's it going, Dave?
It's going great. We're at Tonga Hut. We're already here.
Maybe this is episode 1 of 2, technically.
Yeah, we're too drunk to go outside and start recording this in our cars.
So we're just going to do it in our booth with the boobies.
Yeah, might as well. Love seeing those boobies.
So in this episode,
We talk about horror nights.
and other topics and rumors, mostly Horror Nights things, because I got off on a rant.
Okay, so we love you all, partners in Grog, PIGs, pigs. Let's head over to Tonga Hut and
Let's enjoy this drink.
Let's enjoy some Log in the Grogs. We're back.
All right, we're back.
Tonga baby. Tonga, the hut. Nobody out pizzas the hut, but nobody out.
On Thursday, when I was at Disneyland with Bowie, it was a Star Wars night.
Yeah.
And when we were leaving, the people coming in their costumes were so good.
Oh,
And
yeah?
I saw someone dressed as Jabba the Hutt, and I was so happy.
Show me that hog,
Yeah.
Jabba. Where's Jabba's hog? Hey, if you know where Jabba's hog is, DM us.
We're just curious.
We're just curious where you think Jabba's
Inquiring
dick
minds
is.
want to know.
Okay, we're back at Tonga.
This is the content you showed up for.
Yeah, this is the second half of a doubleheader. You know, baseball, sometimes you don't get the same players that play in the first game and the
And the second
doubleheader.
game.
But we're doing both. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Can I tell you that there's a drink on the specials that I might have to get
Yeah, I
before...
already saw it, and I want it too.
What? You know the name of it.
The Filthy Palmer
No.
or the other one?
The Filthy Palmer.
Rum
I
dumpster,
definitely,
I
The
want.
rum dumpster.
That's the one I want too. We're going to get it.
A rum dumpster? I want it just because of the name.
Yeah, we're getting it.
We got to get a rum dumpster.
Rum dumpster sounds really good because
Okay.
it's also Japanese rum. I'm into that. Let's try it.
So
We'll go off grog after
we're
this.
off grogging, baby.
But first, we're grogging.
We're grogging, then we're off grogging, like Walter Groggin.
Oh, Lordy.
His name's Goggins. Walter Groggins. Oh my God, is that my... Fuck. If only my name was Walter.
If only.
If only my name
David
was...
Groggins? That's kind of funny.
David Groggins? I don't know. If my name was Walter, I would have the perfect drunk bastard name. Walt Groggins is the best fucking name.
We'll find you one.
God damn it. David Groggins sounds like David Pumpkins.
I kind of like it, though.
Any questions?
Cut to that picture of us with him from last year.
God.
I also just remembered his name is Walton Goggins, not Walter Goggins. So Walton Groggins.
Okay. All right. So we've checked in. We've already got our drink. We're going to drink a Navy Grog. It's
Which
a classic.
Traditionally is one of my more favoriteest.
Classic. Hurricane glass.
Hurricane glass. We got
Rock-
a big old mint sprig on top.
Mint sprig.
House-made rock candy.
Rock candy looks like an Arnold, like an Arnold. God damn. I have trouble with R's.
Arnold Palmer kind of color.
Like an
and
iced
a
tea.
lime wheel on the side.
Mint garnish. Beautiful.
Paper straw, hurricane glass, ice.
None of my little piggies sent in a toast.
Here it goes.
Drinks awake, so I'm awake. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh. Oh, okay. Well,
Yikes.
wow. Woo. Woo, Chihuahua.
Okay. I'm going to like this one in two more
It's a
sips.
tiki two-sip for sure.
You got to get acclimated.
Compared to what we behind the scenes had for the first one, this is a vast departure.
I got to get my tiki sea legs. Going to take me a second. Whoa. This one's going to put me under.
It's gonna put, we got to get.
But here's the thing. I got really drunk from the first drink because it had so much booze. And now I'm going to get even more drunk from this. I don't know. Is that a thing? What am I saying?
What are you
All right,
saying?
here's what I'm
What
saying.
were
I'm
the
saying the
ingredients?
ingredients. It's lime juice. It's grapefruit juice. Honey. Puerto Rican rum. Jamaican rum. Demerara rum. And club soda.
And she did say it's different from the normal Navy Grog because the rum blend is different and the honey is different, I believe she said.
Okay, the only liner notes are that this is Don the Beachcomber. Our buddy Ernest made this one. Ernest, you're slipping, buddy. This one is not one of your finer drinks.
It's a little harsh.
The little guy, Mr. Tipsy, looks fucked up.
He looks fucked up, yep.
Are we going to rate it?
Let's rate it.
We got to rate it. There's a taste in it that I don't like.
It's just a little potent tasting. It's bitter.
It's potent.
It's bitter.
No, I don't
Because
mind.
everything in it is bitter. Lime, grapefruit.
I don't mind citrus bitter.
But
People are going to come at me. Citrus bitter.
You're a sweetie sweet. You like the sweet drinks.
Yes, but I love citrus. I'm a bitter baby when you give me that grapefruit.
Give me that grapefruit, baby.
Love it. Give me that grapefruit. In France, I love a pamplemousse.
A pamplemousse.
In America, I love a grapefruit. I don't know where I was going
We've
with that.
lost Dave.
Okay, this drink, 2.75 for Dave, who is me. Yikes.
I say, I read this the same, 3.75.
3.75.
Yes.
I go 2.75. And maybe even when I say that, I maybe even think 2.5. Not my favorite. Powering through it.
You're going to make it after all.
I'm like Mary Tyler Moore, baby.
Baby.
I'm throwing my hat in the bar. Okay, what we got, Corey?
We're going to talk about some news and rumors.
You know what? At the time of this recording, y'all,
Oh, yeah. It's Wednesday, May 8th.
which means halfway to Halloween.
Has happened.
What does that mean for Corey? What does that tick for you?
It means this guy's awake, so I'm awake.
Corey activates.
I text messaged you like a week ago, and I said, it's starting now.
Yeah, Corey, halfway to Halloween, Corey, opens the coffin.
And
And
and then I start getting really immersed in all the news, rumors, and happenings.
Corey.
I book our hotels, I book our flights,
Yes.
and I start counting down the days.
Yes.
I'm alive.
Corey does not walk for the rest of the year. She just kind of floats.
I float.
Hovers 2 to 3 inches off the floor. You would think that she's walking.
But
I think she's walking.
I'm
She
just
came up
gliding.
today to the Tonga hut. I was like, oh, Corey's just walking up. But I looked down and she's hovering an inch or two off the ground.
Yeah.
Super interesting. It's like Dracula.
I'm just, woo.
Yeah.
I also make that noise everywhere I go.
Yeah. Yeah. She carries
kind of
around, if you ever remember the 90s, they used to sell CDs that had sound effects from
Yeah.
scary, spooky sound effects. That's just playing. That's what she plays in her car.
With all my camera gear on, and I'm just flying. Woo.
Yeah.
I'm coming. All right.
Let me out. Scratch. That's Corey. That's what Corey
It's me.
listens to.
It's
On the
me.
way to training sessions, that's what Corey listens to.
And I'm like, all right, I'm ready
She's
now.
like, oh, man, have you heard that new track, Chains? And I'm like, oh,
What?
no. Is that one on the new album?
Chains by Dracula.
Yeah, it's just jingling chains.
Okay. So let's start talking about horror.
All right, let's get into it. Horror.
So we have a new spec map
Okay.
by Theme Park Nightmares.
Spec map means a map
Speculation map of what news and rumors and permits that have been filed and what they're anticipating some of the houses to be.
for Horror Nights, Florida, and Horror Nights,
Hollywood.
But nothing is definite.
Nothing is definite.
Who
but,
makes up these spec maps?
Horror Night Nightmares is the name of the person. But they also use BioReconstruct, who also Alicia Stella uses.
Is any of this stuff rooted in truth?
I'd say they probably have a 60 to 70% success rate. But they tend to use kind of riddles. So you have to kind of figure out what they're trying to say until it gets closer.
All right. Speculate. We're talking Horror Nights. This app. Speculation.
I'm gonna
2024.
Do you want me
Horror
to start
Nights.
with Orlando or Hollywood?
Start with Orlando.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to start with rumored intellectual properties, which means it's based on a movie. Okay.
Yeah. Nothing that we thought was right, except
One is definitely right, I think.
one is definitely right. We made a lot of guesses. I really had hoped that a lot was
They are giving us kind of like emojis, essentially, as the clues.
right. They're showing us where the houses are on the map.
Correct.
And then each house on the map then has a little icon, a little emoji, a little
some sort of
some
clue.
sort of clue on what it may or may not be.
Being a seasoned semi-seasoned Horror Nights person.
Right.
Sometimes these things are actually built and then something happens and it falls out last minute and they have to replace
Yeah.
it. So any of these things could be true or not true.
Classic Fallout Boy.
Classic Fallout Boy. I'm going down. Sorry. Okay. So the first one is a little sound with an X through it. So it's like you can't hear.
Can't hear anything.
So this has been rumored to be The Quiet Place.
Okay.
And there's that new movie coming out in June, I believe it is. Quiet Place, like Beginnings or whatever.
Yeah. Crazy Uncle Joe, everybody.
Crazy Uncle Joe.
Crazy
He just
Uncle
walked
Joe.
by. Crazy Uncle Joe.
Crazy Uncle Joe. Okay, A Quiet Place.
Quiet Place. But the new movie's coming out. Maybe they do a blend of like the prequel and the first movie. How would they do a house with no sound?
That's interesting to me.
But
Just the screams, baby.
that would be. How would they do that?
Just not play anything. I
don't know. I'm
mean,
curious.
It could be done.
I'm curious. It could be done. All right. So the next IP property, it looks like the Cadillac logo. We've talked about before.
We've talked about
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
Of some iteration, whether
The Ecto one
is a
Cadillac.
Yeah. I love Ghostbusters. I love any iteration of Ghostbusters. So I'm actually fine with this.
I've often said that Busta makes me feel good.
Busta makes you feel good?
Busta makes me feel
All right.
good.
Good for you.
So I'm good with this house.
Great. All right. So the third technically IP looks like the Bride of Frankenstein hair.
Yes.
With like the female symbol underneath it. So kind of like
Yeah.
a Ankh, but it's the female symbol.
It's women monsters, I think.
So we had a Bride of Frankenstein house a few years ago.
Yeah.
It was fantastic on both coasts. But what if it's like a take on female monsters of all varieties?
Yeah, that's.
I'd be into that.
I'd be into that.
And because that's technically an IP, but also is like an original.
Yeah, I like La Llorona.
La Llorona.
Yeah, she's a female monster. I love her.
But that's a Latino legend.
I know, but she's
Latin
still
legend.
a woman.
Of course she is. A Latin legend.
Like J-Lo.
I don't know if we should leave that in.
Maybe she'll be in it.
Maybe she will be.
Who are some other female monsters?
Dracula's wives. But what if they just do like a female take on all the monsters? What if there's like female creature? What if there's female wolfman? That could be fun. Female mummy.
Female mummy?
There is female mummies.
Okay.
Can't think of their name off the top of my head. But
Yeah, I have a female mummy.
me too.
I mean, we all have female mummies.
The fourth IP in Orlando is a lantern.
It's a lantern.
So,
Listener, I'm going to give you 2 seconds. Think about what a lantern means to you. We've got a lantern, a camping lantern.
Mm-hmm.
What does a camping lantern mean to you? What do you think of when you see a spec Mac?
it's insidious.
Insidious.
You hold the lantern into the further.
Cool. I've not seen Insidious.
There's 5. I will tell you, one of the first years I went to HHN in Hollywood,
Yeah.
there was an Insidious house.
Yeah.
Dave, describe my face for the people.
I don't think you're making as big of a face as you think you're making. She looks
What's my hand doing?
hand on head, kind of comatose, kind of scared. Now she's cowering.
I ran, I ducked and covered and ran out the exit. It scared me real good.
Okay, so it's a scary house.
It had a lot of jump scares. It was very dark. It scared the bejesus out of me. So I'm a little scared of that one. So the first original for Orlando looks like Mexico and South America.
You think that they're bringing Monstros to everywhere now?
Yep, it's going to be Monstros of some variety.
Monstros was like a Latin American house.
Cryptids, ghouls, particular to Latinx culture.
Yeah. So it was a breakout star of
It was
last year.
great.
So it seems like they're just bringing it out everywhere.
Okay, so the next one is a piece of wrapped candy,
Piece of wrap candy.
which I believe is based on Major Sweets, which was
Major Sweets.
Major Sweets.
Major Sweets is what like my
Which
name was
was-
when I was in boot camp.
Oh, right. Which was a scare zone during HHN 31.
Okay.
So just a couple years ago. And it was Mr. Sweets was the original character in it.
You don't have to call me Mr. Sweets. That's what my dad's name is, Mr. Sweets.
And then he has a wife, Mrs.
just call me
Sweets.
Ted.
And they were very prominent in the scare zone.
Yeah.
And basically they had put something weird in the candy that made all the kids crazy. The scare zone was very fun. I loved it. Lots of fun props. I could see it making a very good house. Okay, next we have what looks like a black and white house. Like half of it is black, half of it is white. I'm showing Dave.
Spy versus spy.
Which
It's
I've heard rumor. What kind of? I've heard this is based on Boris Schuster, which is a original character created for Orlando. And he is kind of a spy that investigates.
Wait a minute, you think that this is a spy versus spy thing?
Kinda, yeah.
Whoa, I was just joking.
But I also so badly want this to be a black and white house. How cool would that look?
That would be really cool.
Okay, then the other original we have labeled is a like old school thing of popcorn. Okay.
Okay, it's like your classic movie theater popcorn.
So I've heard this is a sequel to Slaughter Cinema. Slaughter Cinema was an original house in, I believe it was 2018. Basically, what this was made to look like was an old school drive-in. And when you walked into all these movies that were like B-level horror movies that the HHN team had created that were not good enough for a standalone house.
Yeah.
But they put them all into this drive-in theater thing.
Right.
So like each theme had a room or two. So there's
Cool.
like a room called like Shitty's Kids, and there was just like these kids being terrible.
That's fun.
It was a great house. Like
It sounds great.
It was a fan favorite. People still love it. So I would love to see a sequel to it.
Yeah.
I've also seen rumors that there was a previous icon called the Usher, who was an usher at a movie theater.
Yeah. Not like Usher.
No, not like
yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Not
I'd
that
love an
Usher.
Usher house.
That'd be fun. Okay, and then the last one I have to show you. It looks like some sort of like museum like display with like I forget what this is called. The Eye of it's a Egyptian thing.
It's a like I can't Corie, would I be embarrassed to tell you that I am seeing double on your phone?
No.
At the moment, I'm seeing double on your phone. No, it's a like a museum exhibit looking at a
Eye of Horus.
Yeah, looking at an Egyptian.
It's literally called the Eye of Horus.
Yeah, it's a mummy house.
Was believed to have protective magical power, and it is an ancient Egypt thing. So that could be fun.
Yeah, that could be fun.
We're moving to Hollywood.
Hollywood.
So
H-Town, baby.
So
Peace up. H-Town down.
So things that are the same. Bride of Frankenstein
Same.
with the female symbol underneath it.
Same.
So
Love it. I'm into that house. I'm going to tell you that's going to be one of the best
It's
houses.
going to be the best house. Lantern. Same. Insidious, probably.
Insidious. Great house.
Cadillac symbol. Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. Pretty good house.
No sound house.
No sound house. Interesting.
Could be. Also, the South America, Mexico house.
Are they just going to give us the same house? Have they ever done that? Where
This bastard. Has Hollywood ever done the same house year after year? Have they, guess? Have they? Yes.
I don't like that. I'm not into that. That sucks.
Yeah, that sucks. Okay, but let me go over the ones that are different at Hollywood. There's a pig with 2 X's on the eyes. I'm
Pigs.
showing it.
It's going to be a tiki house.
And it's an IP.
House.
Do you see?
Yeah. Okay. So, gang, this is our way of saying that the pig house is a My Time house. Murdy contacted us.
pigs.
Murdy contacted us after our last episode, and he was like, "I love you guys." We're like, "Hey, Murdy, you're our partner in Grog," and then we were like, "Hey, that's PIG," and then he was like, "Hey, that's pig," and then I was like, "Oh my god, that is pig." And then he was like, "What if we do a pig house?" And I was like, "That's great." And he's like, "But what if it's pig with a tiki theme?" And I was like, "That's even
Perfect.
better. That's so funny." He's like, "Okay, so we have some pigs, and they're rolling in rum, and then
And they're
it smells like rum. It kind of smells like shit." And then we walk through it, and then it's just pig men just screaming at us. But then they're pigs. They're partners in Grog, and we're all drinking. It's great. Is that what
Are you
happened?
done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Well, it's based on an IP.
Okay.
And I've heard one of 2 things.
What did you hear?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Ooh.
No. I've seen it so many times. Dave.
No. Okay.
And the other one I've heard is possibly Saw.
Saw.
Because they just did Saw 10 this year. If it's Texas Chainsaw, let me just count out what is possibly duplicates. One,
Okay.
2, 3, 4. Out of the 8. Out of the 8, it could be 4 duplicates. Okay, and then are you ready for the next one?
I'm ready for the next one.
There's a record in the corner. And then sunglasses with stars. And I will remind you, this is where the Weekend House was 2 years ago.
Yeah, I don't want it to be the Weekend House, but I think that it is.
I think it's a large possibility that it is.
Uh,
I did like the Weekend House, but I also hope it's not.
so the picture of the music house has sunglasses and some stars in the sunglasses.
Yeah, so it looks like blinding
Corie
lights.
and I have speculated. Corie and I have texted back and forth. Could it be Lady Gaga?
I wish it was Lady Gaga.
Could it monsters? She calls her people monsters.
Little monsters.
Little monsters. Could it be Billie Eilish? Could it be Billie Eilish?
We saw her there last year.
Could it be Elton John? Could it just be fucking Elton John?
Goodbye, Yellow Brick Road.
Yeah, Yellow Brick. Fucking. Could it be that? Could it be? Could it? Who else wears glasses, sunglasses? Who else musically could this be?
The rumors I've heard in the past are Gaga, Billie Eilish, and Weeknd coming back.
It's gonna be the Weeknd. I fear that it's the Weeknd.
I hope it's not the same house though. Although it was fun.
I've heard it's fun.
I
but-
don't want it to be the same.
But that's the thing. I just don't think that they're gonna repeat everything. I don't think that it's gonna be recycled.
What did we have as repeats last year? Just Holidays in Hell?
Chucky,
Chucky wasn't a repeat.
Holidays in Hell.
Evil Dead Rise was kind of a repeat from the year before because they had reframed it. So they technically only had one repeat last year.
My gut tells me that Universal's throwing money at things right now.
You would hope.
I don't think that they're just doing regurgitated.
Next, in the Mummy Q area, where Last of Us was last year,
Okay.
it looks like a tent that's on fire with a radioactive symbol on the side. Is it Toxic XXX Tunnel, which was an old scare zone? Maybe they're making it into a house now. That's what my guess is.
I like that. Toxic XXX.
So like nuclear fallout, essentially.
Yeah.
The last one we have to go over is Terror Tram, which does this logo look like anything to you?
The top logo just looks like a house, like the Norman Bates house.
It's the Blumhouse logo.
Oh, it's a Blumhouse logo.
So I think we're going to see like Megan. Maybe that's where Five Nights at Freddy's ends up.
Five Nights at Freddy's is gonna. Oh,
And then you
know
walk
what?
through the Nope set.
I'll say that.
That could be
I'll
a
say
good
this,
area for it because they're outside,
Five
so they
Nights
get.
at Freddy, good idea to put it all
Because
outside.
remember when you.
Although you're
walk-
inside at Five Nights at Freddy's,
But
but
remember when you walked past like the Psycho House when you went through after the motel, where you were like going through a like maze essentially, but outside.
yeah,
That could be a good area for Five Nights at Freddy's
Yeah.
to make it look like their arcade.
I'll tell you.
But there's breeze and stuff, so like the characters won't be so hot.
Do you think that we'll still have the Nope people?
I hope so because I really like that.
That was fucking scary the first night.
Because they just like they're weird. To
They're
hear.
weird.
Yeah.
They're weirdos.
All right, so that's what I've got.
All right.
Thoughts and opinions?
Thoughts and opinions. Reserving opinions. I think it's.
There's
Look.
usually a third map that is pretty spot on, and then the fourth map is the end of it. Typically,
That's the thing. Here's the thing. Never not fun,
I like to speculate. It's fun.
but never not fun.
No, we're gonna have a great time.
Um,
Even if they're repeats, I'm still gonna have a
even
great
if
time.
they're repeats. I don't think that they're gonna be repeats. Personally, I don't think that they're gonna be. I think Monstrose.
Spoken like a HHN version over here.
I know.
Hollywood in particular.
I think Monstrose is gonna be a repeat. I think they're gonna put Monstrose
Do you
in
think
both.
it's gonna be the exact same?
I think it's going to be the exact same. I think it was so good last year, and I think it was I think that they were like, wow, everybody liked Monstrose, and I think that they're going to directly lift it, and I think it's going to be. I'm drunk. Holy
I would
crap.
hope it's not the same.
I'd hope that it's not the same, but I think it's going to be the same. Universal has been doing so much that I just don't think that they're just going to continue to regurgitate stuff.
Hollywood is different than Orlando, though.
But even we've said, yeah, I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see. I have hopes. High hopes. High hopes.
The tram, I like Blumhouse tram.
Blumhouse Tram could be fun.
I went on the 60th anniversary tram.
Oh
Did
yeah,
I
we
tell
were
you
supposed to
that?
talk about this. Yeah,
It was great. It's cool. Like
you said the lines for pictures were pretty long.
old,
Though.
yeah, old school tram style. Like
With the red, what do you
yeah.
call that thing that hangs
Awning?
from awning? Yeah.
Yeah, the old school tram stuff. Yeah, they had like some cool photo ops. We stood in line for a very long time
Yeah.
to get like cool photo ops. We took pictures with Norman Bates.
That's cool.
Y'all, don't mess with Spindrift and then Navy Grog. I'm going to tell you that right now. So there's some photo ops. You get your picture with Norman Bates, with Jaws, Bruce the Shark.
I think you can call him by his real name. Call me by your name.
Call me by my name, Jaws, baby.
Get
by
those
Bruce.
peachy bones. Sorry.
You get your picture of the big old King Kong hand.
That's cool.
Some Fast and the Furious cars.
There's a lot more dinosaurs in that one section, right?
Dinosaurs.
Like in the Jurassic Park section?
We didn't go through that section.
You didn't?
Nope. Other than the photo ops.
The merch for them is pretty cool, though. The
Merch is
60th
cool.
anniversary merch is cool.
But other than the photo ops, there wasn't too much different. They told us some cool stories, but I don't know if that was different.
Didn't you see Doc?
Saw Doc.
Okay.
You guys gotta get back to the. Gotta get
back.
Gotta get back to the future. That was kind of good. That's it. That's all I got. That's a fun little
jaunt.
Yeah, fun. But Horror Nights.
Can't wait.
Can't wait.
So our plan is
Okay.
opening night
in
Hollywood.
We're doing opening night Hollywood. We're doing Horror Nights Orlando. We're doing everything.
The coast, man. So that way we can compare.
We have to. Look.
And we're going to have friends on in Orlando. We're going with some friends that also have podcasts.
Part of my thing.
Those RIP boys and gals.
Yes. Part of my thing is that I like to go in with low expectations. And I love to be wowed. So that's what I'm doing.
So maybe I shouldn't tell you anything about Orlando.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Once here's my agreement to that. Can I agree to it with stipulations?
Of course, you could do. Honestly, it's your show. You can do whatever you want.
Really, it's our show. Once they start announcing things, if there's things that tie into the lore of Orlando Horror Nights, I need to tell the backstory. Because you will enjoy it more.
I want to know.
Does that sound fair?
Of course. I want to be. No. It's not no spoilers. I like to go in with low expectations. So I can go in and just be like, nailed it. And even if people are like, that was okay. I like to go in with being like, Mummy, why do you want to have a mummy? Like, that's so lazy.
That was fun.
I love the mummy.
That monster ruined my $1,000 camera.
Yeah,
yes.
I love mummies. I've got fucking shirts with mummies now.
No, but that's how I am too. Like, once you're in the moment, like, it's very different than whatever anyone else tells you about it. But if you need to know back lore, I'm going to tell you back lore. Is that fair?
That's fair. I love that.
Because you'll appreciate it more then.
Okay. How are we feeling about this drink, by the way? Okay, what are we drinking?
3.75.
Navy Grog.
3.75.
I'm not into it. I'm powering through it. I'm going to give it a 2.75.
Actually, 3.5.
I'm going to give it 2.75. Okay, I've decided that from now on, 3 is my just like, anything over a 3 is something that I would like and I would drink again. Anything under a 3 is something that I probably, see ya, not going to drink you again. See ya, wouldn't want to drink ya.
See, wouldn't want to be ya.
Yeah. So this is a 2.75. Don't want to drink it again. I would love listeners, if there's anybody out there that wants to make a wiki of all of our scores.
Yeah.
Of all our final scores, go for it.
We'll send you free stuff.
I know. Just go ahead and make the wiki list so I can revisit it.
We'll send you t-shirts. We'll send you hats. We'll send you stickers. We'll send you coats. We'll figure it out.
I want to go have something called a rum dumpster.
So follow along on our Patreon for bonus content.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the thing. I'm super excited about Horror Nights. It's halfway to Halloween. I'm excited. I love seeing my best friend activated. She's come to life. She's come to life. She's like a fucking transformer that's switched on. She's like popping and locking right now. She's popping and locking everybody. She really is.
Now I'm being scary.
She really is. She's now a scary transformer. I love seeing it. I'm so excited for Horror Nights. And then I remember that it's May. And then I'm like, okay, hang on.
Basically, it's 3 months. It's basically 3 months.
May to June, June to July, July to August. 4
3
months. 4 months.
3. Don't argue with my Horror Nights
May to
math.
June. 4 months as I count them on my piggies. And I love you, piggies. We're getting there. It's close. I'm very excited. I welcome Halloween. Halloween is every day. We celebrate Halloween all the time. Halloween is our daddy. We love it all.
Daddy Halloween.
Anyway, okay. Navy
Let's wrap
Grog.
it up.
Navy Grog, good stuff. Not great stuff.
Rum Dumpster.
Rum Dumpster might be Patreon material. We'll see. Okay, we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna go pay some bills. That's it for tonight.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us, as always. Thanks to Crazy Uncle Joe. You're the
for
best.
his little jump in.
And
you gotta go get your nuggies.
Baby Nuggies.
Bye,
Thanks again to
folks.
Tonga Hut. Love it. Love it. Love you.
Love it.
Mean
Leave it. Bye. Mahalo.
Bye. If you're in Los Angeles and you can make it out to the Tonga Hut, we're here a lot of days. Come up to us, say hello. We'll give you a sticker. We'll give you a coaster. We'll give you a hug. But if you can't make it to us, then you know how to find us on social media. It's at My Time the Podcast on Instagram. You can call us at 559-WE-DRUNK, which is 559-933-7865, and leave a message. If you've done the Grog Log and you have any thoughts, let us know. If you have any drinking tips
or topic suggestions for us.
Yeah, theme park tips or anything you want to let us know. Give us a call. If we play it on the air, we'll send you a sticker. If you don't want us to play it, just let us know and we'll play it. But if you don't like making phone calls, you can always email us at mytimethepodcast@gmail.com.
440-74.
Yeah, right. Dox yourself, baby. And please, if you're enjoying the show, take a minute to rate and review the podcast on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. Until next week, I'm Dave.
And I'm Corie. Mahalo, my friends.
Bye.